Me at my company's holiday party, got drunk and embarrassed myself with my engaged coworker. I've been at this company since March, and before that, I 24/7 worked a retail job, so this was the first company holiday party I've been to. In retrospect, I did a lot wrong and I embarrassed myself. I have a male coworker, 27M, that I have a crush on. I have not told him as he's engaged. We hang out with other coworkers outside of work, and he has slept over my place once with other coworkers since we were all drunk and it was late. I tried to be respectful of his relationship. I thought at one point he may return the feelings towards me, but he has not said anything and is still with his fiancée. We are close friends in the office and I would hate to ruin things for everyone. It was my company's holiday party last night. It was at a nice hotel, cocktail attire. I got together with some of the women from my office to get ready before. We pre-gamed before. I wound up having way too much to drink. I do not remember a lot of the night. I remember talking to my male coworker a lot, drinking some, a speech here and there, the food from my throw up, but that's it. I know this will be the last time I drink so heavily at these events. I woke up at my other coworker's house this morning. My two female coworkers told me they had to drag me away from the party since I was so drunk and making a scene. They told me that I spent the night flirting with my male coworker, whose fiancé came with him. As they says, he introduced me to his fiancé and then I sort of went off the rails. I apparently flirted with him in front of her before someone led me away. When he went to the bar alone, I tried to share a drink with him. When he was alone again, I asked him to dance, and when he said no, I tried. When he refused, I got upset and asked why he didn't like me. Apparently, this was overheard by a lot of my coworkers. At the end of the night, I was making a scene and going on about things, and they finally brought me home, since they tried before and I wouldn't go. I am embarrassed. I am never drinking again at a company event. I ruined my friendship with him, most likely. I was invited to his wedding. I doubt that they'd want me there now. I did this in front of my boss and all my coworkers. I wish I could say that people were too busy to notice, but I was making such a scene that one of my coworkers took a video of my going off at one point. I know I can be a jealous person, but this is an ugly side of me that I have never seen and never want to see again. I realize that I may have deeper feelings for my coworker than I believed, but that isn't an excuse to act like that. My main things are, how should I act at work now? Should I apologize to him, to my coworkers? Should I act like it never happened? Can I smooth things over with him? We have a solid friend group from work and I don't want to ruin that. How can I get over the shame here? Update. 9 days later. Since people were asking or an update, I thought I'd give one. A lot has happened in the past week plus that I posted that. I went in that Monday, actually ran into my coworker in the elevator, tried to speak to him, clearly a mistake. I apologized to him and he told me that he never had any feelings for me, always viewed me as a friend and coworker, and not to speak to him. He actually got off earlier than he was going to. I wound up being called to HR. They were investigating the events of the party, apparently more than one, but that's no excuse. They had some videos of me which were humiliating and worse than what was described to me. They were getting the rest of the people there to give them a written account if they saw anything. Long story short, they gave me a choice of quitting or getting fired after the investigation was done, again, so what they had, I would have been fired. I chose to quit. I was friendly with the HR person and I think she was trying to help me by offering me a chance to quit before they could fire me. My male coworker did complain to them about what happened at the party. He actually went to HR right after I tried to talk to him in the elevator. I know I should have listened to people here more. I have been talking to my alma mater about getting a job there, starting the application process, and going to be moving closer to home. Nothing is happening much right now because of the holidays. I realized that my actions were harassment that night. I realized that I was in love with him, or at least I thought I was. I will be booking an appointment with a therapist next year once I figure out my job situation, since I want to find one where I will be living and figure out insurance. I did talk to one of my female coworkers who I would consider a friend. She was very apologetic that she did not get me out of there earlier and admitted she thinks she egged me on with him. Alas, this is not her fault and I told her so. My advice to people is to not drink too much at a work event and to be professional there. Other people did stuff at the party, too, and I heard about that all before I left. Everyone does stupid things at the Christmas party, is something I told myself after this. I wish I realized this before. I tried to tell my roommate this before her holiday party, which she also pre-gamed, and she was a drunk mess there. My last question for everyone here would be, I was told by my friend that my coworker's fiancé was very upset that night. Should I reach out to her via Facebook or another way and apologize and explain? I do not want to cause problems in their relationship. Edit. Seeing as many people have made the comment about it being stupid to quit because I would lose unemployment benefits, I would not have gotten them in my state if I was fired for sexual harassment. They had plenty of evidence, so I would prefer to not have to explain why I was fired to the next company I applied to. I may have made some bad choices, but I am not that dumb.